Where India is relative to the rest of Europe and Africa, where India is now, is very likely where it was when Christ was born and walked the earth. It is said that Christ was in India and Tibet. We know the Romans, or at least the Persians, reached India. That's why we have Pakistan and then Muslim Pakistan and Muslim Bangladesh and then Hindu India, kind of. So 2,000 years, over 2,500 years ago, people knew how to get to India using land routes, Marco Polo's trail, I guess, and waterways from Spain through the Mediterranean and then along the Middle East, the shores of the Middle East and Asia to India. Now, at that time, 500 years ago, there was an argument of whether the globe is round or flat. So Christopher Columbus apparently said, it is round, and we're going to find another way to India. He didn't take the way that people knew. He took another way, trying to prove that the globe is round, and he ended up in the Bahamas. So today, 500 years after Christopher Columbus, in 1492, 1992, 600 years after Christopher Columbus, it is well known that the globe is spherical, more or less. But that is not the main thing I want to speak of. The main thing I want to speak of are tsunamis, earthquakes, volcanoes. Now, tsunamis were documented for thousands of years by Japan, and volcanoes are in the psyche of religious parts. One of the most recent tsunamis was in Thailand maybe 20 to 30 years ago, where the entire beach receded and then came flooding back. And the animals went to the highlands and the people stayed at the beach and got washed out, more or less. So now that tsunami is like a fibrillation, a small fibrillation in your heartbeat. And it's acceptable and it's routine. But then you could have a heart attack and die from that fibrillation. It can become worse and worse. Now that tsunami is due to tectonic movements, and those are small movements, so they're manageable. When there is a very large movement, the entire geography of the globe will change overnight, almost instantaneously, and you don't want that to happen. So you need supercomputing and you need able engineering everywhere you can find it.